All right, here we go. So today we're going to be evaluating algebraic expressions, which simply means we're really just doing order of operations work, but when we have variables, letters involved. So you're going to be writing everything I write as we move through the video. Not yet. I'll tell you when you need to get started. I will give you the homework problems at the end. You'll need to copy those down. When you're done with everything, you're going to take a picture of all your work and upload it to Google Classroom. Okay? So if you need to look these directions over again, pause the video. And we're going to start with some warm-up problems. Actually, I want to look at our handout first. So some of us had trouble looking at this yesterday on Microsoft Teams. So let's take a look at it together. So GEMDAS. GEMDAS answers the question, what should I do? It tells us the order in which we should do math. So first we have grouping symbols. That's the G. It could be parentheses. It could be brackets. It could be braces, a radical sign or square root symbol, a fraction bar, or absolute value. So if you see any of those symbols in an expression, you'll need to do what's inside those symbols first. Next comes exponents. Next comes multiplication and division. Now this does not mean that multiplication comes before division. Like first come, first serve. If you're first in line at the ice cream store, you get the first ice cream cone. If division shows up first in the expression, division will go first. And it's the same thing with addition and subtraction, in order from left to right. First come, first serve. If you would like to look at these samples more closely, please pause the video and take some time to do that. Okay, so let me give you some warm-up work. So this is just flat out order of operations. You will need to pause the video while you copy and complete these problems. Let me say that again. Here is where you start to write down everything you see. So on your paper, you're going to write, actually let's put the date on it, and it will be the 30th. And copy 1, complete it. Then copy 2, complete it, and so on. Don't just copy them all and then go back and do the work. Just copy it and complete it. So you've got 6 to work on here. Please pause the video while you do that. Okay. And here is, or I should say here are the answers to the warm-up. So number 1 is 12. Number 2 is -36. Number 3 is 50. Number 4 is 28. Number 5 is 40. And number 6 is 5. The one I want to go over is number 2, because that is the trickiest one on here. And let me get, actually I'll just work on the back of this. So it's 44 minus 9 squared plus 1. So it's 44 minus 9 squared plus 1. Okay. So no grouping symbols. I'm actually going to write this on my paper, I think. And when I write it like that, it helps, when I write it like that, it helps me remember the order. So I'm going to start here. Since I have no grouping symbols, I'm going to go straight to the exponents. So I've got 44 minus 9 squared means 9 times 9, which is 81. Now, there's no multiplication or division, but there is addition and subtraction. And since the subtraction showed up first, it's first come, first serve. So I need to do the 44 minus 81 before I can do the plus 1. So, how do I do that? I'm going to box in that 81 so I can put the subtraction to bed. So the positive 44 is the likes. The negative 81 is the dislikes. So we know it's going to be a negative answer because there's more dislikes than likes. So I am ready to subtract. And then I've got negative 37 plus 1. That plus 1 means I'm moving to the right on the number line. So the final answer there is negative 36. So it's important that you understand that since I'm giving you all the correct work and all the correct answers, that your work is going to look exactly like mine. It's going to be perfect. There won't be any mistakes on it at all. So if you did not get a chance to copy down these answers and to correct the work that you did, you need to pause the video and do that now. All right. So here we go. And I know you'll remember this from last year. Evaluate each expression. So when we are working on these, the very first thing we do is substitute the given value. Then we are ready to use GEMDAS to find the final answer. So x plus 6, if x is 3 and y is 4, it means I'm taking this 3 and putting it into the 6. Where the x is. So it's 3 plus 6 equals 9. And again, just pause the video anytime you need to get yourselves caught up, because everything that I write, you're going to write too. All right, now we've got 3y. So this will equal 3. Remember, 3y means 3 times y. And y equals 4. So now we have 12. All right, let's do the next one. Now we have y minus x. Y is 4 minus x is 3, and we've got 1. Almost the same, but not quite. X is 3. Y is 4. I'm going to put my subtraction to bed. These are likes. These are dislikes. And I get negative 1. Let's come down here. Okay, so I've got 6 plus y is 4, so it's 4 squared. That will equal 6 plus, exponents first, 16. So 6 plus 16, that has a value of 22. 2 more. All right, so number 6 says negative 2x. So that will be equal to negative 2 times my x value of 3, which equals negative 6. And here's the last one. Okay, negative y, which is 4, minus x, which is 3. I'm going to box in my subtraction so I can put it to bed. I have 4 dislikes, and I also have 3 more dislikes. That is a negative 7. So there are all the problems, there's all the work, there's all the answers. Your paper is going to look just like mine. And all you have to do is copy to get full credit. Okay, pause the video if you need to. We're going to do a few more of these together. All right, so we're again evaluating each expression. And really all that means is tell the value of what all this math is. Tell the value of. So in this case, a is 0, B equals 2, and C equals -1. And again, I'm always going to start by doing the substitution. So I'll substitute, scooch that over, and then I'm ready to use GEMDAS. All right. So A is 0. ABC, remember, means A times B times C. So it's 0 times B is 2 times C is -1. I do my multiplication in order from left to right. 0 times 2 is 0 times -1. That all turns out to be 0. All right, let's do another one. So let's look at number 9 now. So I'm going to substitute first, then do my GEMDAS. So let's see, B is 2, so it's going to be 2 squared plus 5 times C, which is -1. No grouping symbols, but we do have these exponents. So this will be 4 plus 5 times -1. What comes next? It's the multiplication. So it's 4 plus -5, and 4 plus -5 is -1. All right, 3 more. So I'm ready to substitute. I've got 10 over B. B is 2, so it's 10 over 2 plus 0 times -1. This is division. This is multiplication. Since the division came first, it's first come, first serve, I'm going to do the division first. So I've got 5 plus 0 times -1. Those come out to be 0. 5 plus 0 comes out to be 5. All right, let's come down here to 11. 4b squared. So I've got 4 times, b is 2, squared. Now, it's very easy for students to get fooled into thinking they should multiply these two together first. That is not right. We do the exponent first. So we will have 4 times 4, which equals 16. Last one. All right, 5c squared. So it's 5 times. Now, I'm going to put this -1 in parentheses to show you something in a sec. So please do that too. Make sure you have the -1 in parentheses. Times 2 times 2. All right, we got a lot going on here. -1 squared means -1 times -1. When I multiply two negatives together, I get a positive 1. This turns out to be 5 times 2 times 2. I'm running out of space here. That will be 10 times 2, and that one's 20. So there's our second set of practice problems. And I know I keep saying this, but I know students are forgetting. Everything that I have on my paper, you need to have on yours. So your paper says at the top, evaluate each expression. It has these values. It says substitute and GEMDAS. And it has all these problems copied along with the work and the answers circled. All right. let me give you the homework. It is 5 problems. So you can go ahead and get started on this. Look back at any of the problems or the handout that you looked at today. Rewind the video wherever you need to. And just as a reminder, Mrs. Collins and I are in the Zoom meeting, and you can just pop in to ask any questions or get some support as suits you best. See you tomorrow.